People, YouTube's Lucas Torreira, I'm back again. Now, in regards to Aaron Ramsey leaving, I will not stop my propaganda of players that we need to be looking at, and that doesn't mean these are the only players. I'm just a football fan that's bored and just looks at players all day, more or less, when I have the free time to see who could potentially replace Aaron Ramsey. And one player I've been looking at or been watching, and I admittedly would like to see him a bit more. Not really, I'm convinced of him, but not really here to say he can replace him. Completely different for one, but Ibrahim Sangaré. Now, forgive me if I've said his name wrong. Ivory Coast international playing for Toulouse. He's a rough diamond. I say rough is because firstly, he's extremely inexperienced, as you would expect at someone at 20 years of age. I believe he moved to Toulouse 2 years or so ago. He's really, I wouldn't say struggled for first team football, because it's not like people haven't seen his ability. He's had to be kind of patient and be blooded in slowly. He's now 20 years of age and he's playing. It's only his third European season. He's only made 39 appearances for Toulouse as a professional footballer, and 34 have come in the league. So he's still a very inexperienced player. So he will, if he was to come to the Premier League tomorrow, he'll probably make a lot of mistakes, and you need a lot of patience. But I do see a lot of potential in him. He's been compared to Essien and Yaya Toure. I'm not sure about that. That's down to him to define himself. But first thing, he's a physical beast. Like, he looks very tall, very strong. I wouldn't say he's muscly, but he looks like he can hold off challenges. One big thing I like about him, he's very good at winning the ball back, recovering and distributing it well. I wouldn't say he's exactly Pirlo, but he's not afraid to play a pass. He's good in tight spaces. He's good under pressure. I think the problem for him is it comes down to lack of experience. His issues are actually, for me, is probably tactically in terms of his positioning. At times, he'll go chasing the ball and leave gaps, or he might not be switched on, and them sort of things make all the difference. But he's 20 years of age. Very rarely do you see a 20-year-old that's the finished product. They don't really happen like that. But he is a player. He's a good passer, like I said, good under pressure. Management and recycling of the ball is good. He can play as a 6. He can play as a box-to-box. He can win the ball back. If he was to sign for us, imagine a midfield three of him, Torreira and Guendouzi. It would have a lot. He would also be, or even Maitland-Niles, he would also allow us to rough teams up, close games out. He would bring something different to what a lot of the midfielders, excluding Torreira and Maitland-Niles to a degree, lack, because everybody's technically good, but not really anyone's really composed. And I must admit, I do want a deep line playmaker to come at the club, but I do miss having tacklers. And I feel Torreira is good, but Torreira can't do it all alone. And God forbid if Torreira ever gets injured, it's peak and them things there. So yeah, it's just really his positioning that lets him down. He's contracted until 2021. He's got 9 appearances, 1 goal this season. So in terms of deals, I'm not too sure how easy or how hard it'd be to negotiate. But if I remember rightly, I know Diop went for West Ham for decent money, but I can remember Lafont wasn't exactly a mad figure. So Toulouse are there to be dealt with, and you can get deals with them. Like, I really like him. Like I said, he's very raw, but the potential is there. He's good in tight spaces. He's good under pressure. He's good driving with the ball. Yeah, he's good at shielding and protecting and winning the ball back. He's got a positive attitude. He's very committed. While he lacks, the issues I have with him is probably just concentration, just positioning, and just tactically. But all of these things come as you play more appearances and you get games and things. So yeah, he's very raw, but the potential is there, man. Like, if we don't sign, I'm not here to say he's a world beater and things like that, but the potential's there. More scouting and analysis is going to be needed on the lad, because yeah, if I'm honest with you, I'd like him and I'd take him, but I'll put myself back in the shoes of when I was talking about Lucas Torreira. When I saw him and made this exact video, I was like, no, 100% convinced. I'd say I'm about 98% convinced. Like, I see a lot of players that I believe are good, but I need to see a bit more before I can convincingly suggest that we should be signing him. I think he's a good player, and he's going to definitely go on to bigger things than Toulouse. But yeah, I think Brighton have actually been linked with him, and that would have been a good signing for them, to be fair. And it'll be not before long, he'll be at a bigger club. As for how big of a club or where, it's down to him, because potential is just potential. But as for my job, which is just to talk about footballers or just make videos for you lot to enjoy, I'm out. So, people, deluded. If you wish, comment, subscribe, definitely like the vid. If you're new to this thing, definitely subscribe, or you can go back and watch them other wankers. It's nothing to do with me. Guys, I'm out.